Welcome back to Forte and Goal, folks. We are continuing Week 17 predictions. Excuse me, and we are next up with the. Pardon me, should have been ready on that one. I have the. There you go. Glasses help, I told you about these glasses before. The Kansas City Chiefs traveling to the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, this has got, I don't know, maybe game of the week all over it because it's going to be a fantastic game. I can't imagine this being a boring game. So Kansas City's traveling to Cincinnati. Kansas City is hot. They are hot. Just like the Indianapolis Colts, they're one of the hottest teams in the league. I mean, I would say, yeah, Kansas City, Indianapolis, these are the hottest teams right now. Probably the Cowboys are next. So the Chiefs are going to be going to a also good team, a team that has momentum, that just picked up a big win against the Baltimore Ravens. They're away from home, and I don't think they're 100%. I think if Travis Kelce plays, which he didn't play last week, but if Travis Kelce plays, then they'll be okay. Last week, they both had an opportunity to come off the COVID list. Tyreek Hill was able to. Travis Kelce was not. Tyreek didn't have full energy, and they ended up targeting, Hardman and Pringle a lot. This week, let's assume that Kelce's back, but he might not be 100%. And this Bengals team they play good defense, and Joe Burrow is playing. After this game against, if you haven't heard of it, after this game against Baltimore, where he went for over 500 yards and what was it, five TDs. So he exploded, and he has a great receiving core. His offensive line is okay. Like I said, his defense is good. His receivers are phenomenal, and he has a very good running back. So this team is not devoid of weapons. The only thing that kind of holds them back is not having a more dominant offensive line. On the offensive side, defensively, they may not be great in the back end, but their front end does a pretty good job. And they, if I'm not mistaken, they're one of the top teams as far as getting after the passer. They've got Trey Hendrickson and so on. So, I mean, they can put some pressure on Mahomes. Now, speaking of Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, yeah, the Chiefs' offense has started to look a little bit more like it has looked in the past. They keep moving the chains, but they have to do it methodically now. Now teams are taking away the big plays. They're doing the two high shells. They're keeping their eyes on Mahomes more. By the way, take a look. This is German beer from Bavaria, tomato. But yeah, good beer. Anyway, can't resist it. So they can get after Mahomes. The offense has looked better. They're having to move the ball methodically. Teams are taking away the big plays for the most part. It's incredible. I mean, Mahomes has still had some turnovers during this time span where they've won games. It's mostly been the defense doing a good job. And the defense, over these last, 6 weeks or so that they've been playing good football, they started out red hot. Now they're kind of leveling off a little bit. I think where they're at is they're kind of a middle-of-the-road defense. They're still not great against the run. They're pretty good against the pass. When they have Jones, when they have Devontae Jones, when they have Anyway, when they have Jones, forget the first name for him. When they have Jones, they are able to do things. They didn't have him for one game. I think it was last week or the week before, and I mean, you can see the difference in the defense. I thought, it was noticeable. But they do have some playmakers. What do they call him? The wolf, not the wolf, the honey badger, yeah, Tyrann Mathieu. So he's really good. Hitchens is playing good football. They've got the rookie out of Missouri playing good football. They've, got, like I said, they got like two defensive linemen that are really playing outstanding. D Ford, and is it D Ford? Wait a minute. Anyway, Jones and one other guy. I'm trying to remember, okay? I'll be honest with you. It'll come to me. But who's having a great season for these guys, and I cannot believe it? It's the left cornerback, name escapes me, Chidarius Ward. Chidarius Ward. I don't know if all you guys know this, but Chidarius Ward was on the Cowboys roster, could not crack the lineup, and now here he is having a phenomenal year, starting for the Chiefs, and he's been there now. I think this is his second or third year. I'm happy for him, but yeah, that's what's going on. So it's going to be a great game. I do think that the Bengals could come out victorious in this game. I like what I saw from them last week, and I don't think that KC, is going to be able to keep up. That sounds weird, I know, but I don't think KC can keep up. I think KC's offense is not operating like a machine, and I don't think they're going to keep up. I think that that offense for the Bengals is going to be a little too much. I think it will be a pretty high-scoring game. I'm going to go 37-34. Bengals win the game. Against Buffalo. Buffalo is looking really good, especially after their last win. And then you've got Atlanta. They won as well, but they have only a sliver of a hope to stay in the playoffs, and the game is in Buffalo. Honestly, I don't see Atlanta being able to put up enough of a fight to really stop Buffalo. Buffalo is a machine that's starting to really starting to hit on all the cylinders, okay? Their defense is playing good football. Offense is starting to really figure some things out. They're now starting to get their running backs running the ball. I think it's going to be a good game for the Bills to really kind of correct some things, try a few new things out. And they should coast to a victory. I think they're going to win this game pretty convincingly. I'm going to say they win this game 27-14. 27-14. Buffalo wins this game. Next game up is the Houston Texans, the surprising Houston Texans, traveling to San Francisco. Now, for you San Francisco fans, I mean, this has got to be like a game where you kind of salivate over and say, great, it's almost like a bye week. And that would have been the case if they hadn't just beat the Chargers. You probably would have been like, okay, they're done. But after they beat the Chargers, you're going to think twice. I'll tell you what, the Texans have a quarterback, Davis Mills. I believe in this rookie. I think he's going to be special for them. They do have a receiver. The team seems to want to play for the coach. And defensively, I mean, there's not a lot to say. I think they're kind of on the lower end in most of the, statistical categories. And the game is in San Francisco. San Francisco is a well-coached team. They're going to want to run the ball. They have weapons. They can pass. If Jimmy Garoppolo is given time, he'll make a few mistakes, but he is capable of delivering the ball and making good passes. So I'm going to give the advantage, of course, to San Francisco. San Francisco should win this game. If they don't, it would be a shock. I'm going to go with San Fran in this game. I think they win this game 30-20. 30-20, San Francisco wins the game.
Almost ready, so I mean, you kind of have to shut it down.
Well, I'm almost done now. I think I've got like two games to go.
Can't really get it.
Yeah, I've got literally 2 games to go. Yep. Okay. 11 minutes. I said 10. That's pretty good.